Right, everyone, WeaponCollector here. Just thought I'd do a surprise daytime stream. Seeing as I ain't doing nothing at the minute and I've got a whole month's worth of StreamYard, I can use it as much as I want. You know, I can stream anytime anyway, but I won't be able to do the videos and all that if I use too much StreamYard, you only have a limited amount of time. So the fact that I had to pay for a month's worth, it means I can come on and, So yeah, talk about whatever you want within reason. If you know this channel well enough, you'll know what we talk about, what we don't. So while I'm waiting for some people to get on, I'm just going to play a little ad. It'll show you how to support the channel if you want. I'll explain it quickly. So if you ever did want to support this channel to help me make things like that or get the ammo for stuff like that, you can support using coffee.com. And you just pay PayPal into coffee.com, and that goes straight into my PayPal. It's a really easy way to do it for me. And and you can support the channel because my channel has been completely demonetized. And this is basically the only way I make money. So yeah. So you can help me out massively. So I'll just play the little 30-second clip. You're right, Rough Country Films, mate. The film club will be back soon. I'll just play this little 30-second ad to show you how to support if you want. And then I'll be back. So, and then I'll set up the screen how I want it. Right, Zed. Right. So if you ever wanted to support this channel, this is how, and it'll be a 30-second ad, and then I'll be back. Right. Right, I should be ready in a minute. Hang on, get pop-out chat on. I just need to go back to this tab quickly. Right, where is it? Just in case I need to put slow mode on. Ain't gonna happen today. Right, or subscription mode. Right, so there you go. Yeah, you're right, Jed. You're right, Rich, and all right, Rough Country Films. Yes, yeah, Film Club will definitely be back. It's just I don't know. I don't do it as much as I'd want to. It's just one of those videos. They're probably some of the most involved and most difficult videos to do for me because it's all. I really ought to sort of plan them out more. But the issue is, what I tend to do with the Film Club videos is I watch the film, and while I'm watching the film, I write down the stuff I like, and then as soon as it finishes, I make the video. That includes any little stunts or tricks or anything I've or split screen stuff that I've been thinking of while I've been watching it. I then do it straight away afterwards. So a lot of it is sort of improvised stuff that I have to then do instantly, searching around the house trying to find things. You know what I mean? Some of it's a little bit more planned than that, but yeah, a lot of it isn't. A lot of it's they're quite difficult. Let me just turn my CCTV down a bit. It's a bit loud. I can hear it, so you probably can. So yeah, seeing as I've got a whole month's worth of StreamYard, unlimited StreamYard, I thought I'd have a stream in the day, and then I can play some of the videos and some of the adverts and all that. Hopefully, this doesn't interfere with the video I put on yesterday because I was getting some all right views. But I'll be honest with you, I imagine YouTube's probably sent out to all of my viewers, all the ones they will send it to by now. Rich, you right, Rich? I just came in from the shed. To be honest, I was tempted to go in the shed today, and then I thought, no, I don't know if I'll bother. Richard said, the blade I was making for the blasphemous sword is a bit small, so I'm going to make a normal armor sword. Nice one. Did you show that? Was that one of the ones you showed, Rich? Oh, Metallic Reality, how you doing? You all right? Yeah, I'm all right. She said, I'm crafting at the moment, so I can't chat because I'm up to my elbows in glitter and glue. Nice. That sounds good. Kenny said he's talking about your club video. Thank you, Kenny. That was me going on about fucking Film Club. Right, rough. Yes, rough country. Thank you, Kenny. You mean that? Yeah, sorry, that was me not reading comments. Enjoyed the club video, not the film club. You're on about that, and you. Thank you, Kenny. Fuck's sake, there's me going on and on and on. He's not even on about the film club. The club, yes. Well, hopefully, hopefully that's getting some all right views. Actually, it's my second most viewed video this week. So, hopefully, YouTube will keep pushing it out. But with me, they tend not to, sadly. But you never know. I would share it on the Last of Us 2 Reddit, but they're too weird on there. For a start, they wouldn't like it because I'm dressed up as the character that everyone hates. So they'd all probably just downvote it for that. A lot of people who like games don't actually like weapons in real life, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I'll tell you what, I enjoyed making it and I enjoyed making the video. So yeah, definitely more. I think the next one I'll do, I've got a list somewhere. there's quite a few I'm going to do. I might make. There's a sort of pipe weapon with scissors sticking out of it. I might make that one next. Can't think of the ones I've got planned. So some of them I've already made, and some of them are literally just a piece of wood. So I cut, if I just go and get a piece of wood, the video's gonna be like 10 seconds long. But yeah. So the weapons, but eventually the weapons I'll be doing for The Last of Us will be. So once I've made them all, I'm going to do a video called something like The Last of Us 2 Weapons in Real Life. And then the ones I will have on there, so it'll be some bought, some made. And actually remind me to show you something in a minute because I've got some stuff for the video. So I'll be doing a crossbow, golf club, shiv, baseball bat with scissors, the pipe weapon, brick, machete, scythe, the lump of wood, and that club. So there'll be at least 10 weapons on mine. Right, Len, how you doing, mate? So for the sort of cosplay thing, because the good thing with the characters in The Last of Us, the two main female characters in The Last of Us who play us, the one I'm going to dress as, Abby, wears the clothes I was wearing in that video yesterday. So a bomber jacket, leather gloves, pair of jeans. You know what I mean? Pair of boots. So anyway, sort of unisex clothes, and same as one because Peter's going to join in the same clothes he's going to wear. The character is a woman, but it's sort of unisex clothes, so anyone could wear it. It's just jeans again, a pair of trainers, jeans, t-shirt, jacket. You know what I mean? So this wasn't essential, and I haven't set it up yet. But I bought a holster because Abby has a holster on her back to put a gun in, so that'll have something. And I also bought one of these because they have lights on their things. Because the main characters in the game carry bags to carry their gear in, so they carry their weapons and all their crafting gear in their bag. So they have a bag which I bought as well. But they also have these torches. This is the one that Prepper's Shop sells. And the only thing I didn't expect much from it from a fiver anyway, but I would say to you, if you buy this torch and it's a fiver, do not expect it to be any brighter than the original things because it's not. This is full power. I expected it to be like that anyway, but you know what I mean? It is still the old style bulbs, but I wanted it because this is the exact same torch that she has on her bag. Kenzie loved the thumbnail for the club video. Cheers. Yeah, that is. I'm dressed up as one of the characters in that. If you look up Abbey Golf Club. Hang on. The Last of Us 2. I'm going to look it up quickly. So put TLOU 2 Abbey Golf Club. And then go to images. Yeah, it does show some of that's sort of what I was going along the lines of. Except obviously it ain't the golf club, it's the club. But yeah. Sarah said, well, that was fun. Just had to explain to the poor confused delivery driver how to get an address on my road. It's confusing, to be honest. Fuck's sake. What happens on you? Do you get that often then, Zed, where people can't work out where people are? Richard said, those 6-inch nail pistol bolts are coming along nicely. I find my glue out for the flight. I reckon they'll be great for the Tomcat too. Nice one. Natural serial killer. He said, hello, Dosser. So yeah, for a £5, I'll tell you what else you get with these. So buy that for a £5 off Prepper Shop. They're sold out, so I had to get it off of eBay, not Amazon. Cost me about £8, but in all honesty, Prepper Shop would add a bit of postage on anyway. It has got the 2 settings, so it's got the sort of half on where you press the little button to get it on, and then the sort of full on. And it has the lenses with it as well. But I didn't expect none of that. I just expected it to be a really cheap little, and it's got a yellow one in there as well. But that's in the top at the minute. Yeah, better than I thought. It's got all the little things you'd expect, and it came with the batteries. So well worth a £5, but obviously dull as fuck because these torches always were. If you compare that to like the lowest setting on this one, so that's the brightest that does. That's the lowest that one does. You know what I mean? But it's what you expect, and I just wanted it as a prop anyway. Yes, dossers. I must have scared people off, right? Dossers. Put one of these lenses in, see what they look like. Put the blue one in and have a look, see what it's like. So what you look at today then, I've not been up to much. Replying to comments on that video for that. That's about it really. Zed said, oh yes, it looks like there are 3 versions on my road, but there isn't. It's just that most of the houses are back to front. And the rear of them face the road. Okay, yeah, that sounds very fucking confusing, in all honesty, Zed. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, future videos from me will all be, well, not all be, but there'll be quite a few The Last of Us 2 stuff coming up soon. Little Pig said, we've been dossing, we're dossers. You're right, mate. Yeah, I ain't been up to a lot. I'll probably stream on Twitch tonight, and then I'll be back on YouTube Friday and Saturday. Friday and Saturday will just be normal streams, though. And maybe near the end of the month, when this month's worth is going to run out, I might do a late night one. But I don't want to drink for or at least a month if I can help it. I don't need to drink if I do a late one, but because I've got the sort of month's worth, I might use it later on in the, just partly why I'm on now. I may do a couple of these during the coming weeks, random daytime streams. Kenny said, I'm waiting on a delivery. Maybe it's the guy at Zed's door because he's hours late. Because actually, I've been sharpening knives with varying degrees of success. Now, all I've done today is I got those 2 packages, replied to some comments, watched a load of videos, basically, that I needed to catch up on. That's it, really. Nothing else. I don't do a lot in the day. Well, it depends what I'm doing. So I was thinking, I was about that close to going in the shed, and then I thought, I don't know, can't be bothered. Because I'm probably going to have to, all the decorations have been taken now. They're all going to have to be put in the loft, so I'll probably do that later. Can't There are a couple of things I need to do. I can't remember what the other one was, but one of them put the decorations in the fucking loft. So did you all have a good Christmas then and New Year? Most of you probably saw what I did New Year. Crying said it's colder than a witch's titty today, -5. My room was pretty cold because I've not been able to sleep properly lately, and I keep waking up in the night boiling fucking hot. I don't know if it's because the heating's coming on at night. I've no idea, but I think it could be. So see, I can't win though. So if I leave the heating, not the heating, if I have the radiator turned on, fucking at night the house drops to a degree where it automatically turns on. So at night I'll wake up absolutely sweating so badly that I could sleep with just a bed sheet. But if you do it the other way around, turn the radiator completely off, it's fucking freezing in here. Yeah, so I can't really win. But I noticed turned it off last night, and I actually finally got a nice decent sleep last night because the last couple of weeks I've not been able to sleep properly. So I thought, fuck it, I'll just I seem, it colder seems to work better for me. But as long as you've got, I've got a duvet there and a little fucking sort of synthetic wool blanket sort of thing. It's not wool, I don't know what it is, but you know what I mean. Them sort of look like a wool blanket, but it's not. And just adding that one little thing on makes it lovely and hot. Oh, everyone's been quite quiet today. Do you reckon I should change the stream title? Maybe we're putting people off. There we go. I've changed it to daytime stream. Yeah, I don't know what temperature it is here at the minute. It looks pretty cold outside. I have been outside and it did look like the ground was quite hard, it's so cold. That said, you'll be okay soon, Mike. Apparently, energy prices are going to go through the roof, so you won't be able to afford to have the heating on all night. Oh, exactly. Flazzy said, "The fuck is this?" By the way, Flazzy, I'm still going to send you your thing. Anyone who's watching who's expecting a keyring is still getting them. I've just been too lazy to send them out yet. So Flazzy's getting one, Metallic Reality will be getting one, and all the other people who I've said is having one. Kenny said, "Did you get to see the new Matrix film?" No, I haven't. No, no. I will do eventually though. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, fucking heating on all night. Yeah, we got it set so if it drops to a certain degree, it'll come on. There you go. You're a daytime stream now. Zed. Flazzy says spot on. Cheers, Mike. Just came on to like. Thank you, Flazzy. I appreciate that, mate. Are you at work then? Well, I suppose, yeah. You start work at fucking 5 o'clock in the morning, don't you? Or is that even a late start for you? So, seeing as I'm live streaming now, there won't be a video on today. Hopefully, YouTube will still be sending out my video today. Sorry, I've eaten something just before I came on. This made me slightly phlegmy. Kenny said, if you do get to see it, don't pay to see it, all right? Funny thing is, I saw a video today. Let me try and remember what they were. It wasn't a video, it was an image of... It was basically doorways that was open with blood pouring out of them. And it was about... It's a meme picture, but it's one of those... these things that came out and everyone hated. So, what were they? One of them is The Last of Us 2, because what what was it? What are some things that came out that everyone was really hyped for and then everyone hated it? Oh, new Star Wars films. So it was, I can't remember what it was, but it was something, the new Star Wars films, The Last of Us 2, and then it was an unopened door saying The Matrix. Because I was surprised they didn't have the Witcher Netflix thing on it. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the Witcher Netflix, but I've never seen it anyway, and I imagine I'd probably like it no matter what. But and I got a feeling I'd probably like the new Star Wars is as well, because it's all personal opinion anyway, isn't it? But yeah, the Matrix was on there. I'm surprised the Witcher wasn't on. But it's just one of them things. People are never, I don't know, but so people are never happy. It's just personal opinions, isn't it? No, I'll give the Matrix a go. I'll give the Witcher a go. But yeah, what's happening now is there's loads and loads and loads and loads of people moaning about the Witcher TV series because it's not the same as the book or the game. But these things don't have to be, do they? But The Last of Us 2 is massively controversial. People hate it because of one of the characters in it kills someone, and everyone hates her. That person happens. The person everyone hates is actually my favourite character. So, have you started watching The Witcher yet, Mike? Frank Fuck Tactical isn't on. I just know we need to start on about. Yeah, I wonder where he is. No, I've not watched it yet, Zed, but I will do eventually. It's one of those things I 100% will watch. I might do what I did with Game of Thrones, though. So be prepared. It may be ages. I may leave it until there's quite a few on there, so I don't have to wait for new series, because that would have fucking killed me having to wait for the Game of Thrones. I know you don't have to wait a year with Netflix. I don't know, actually, saying that, but it's a bit different from TV, isn't it? Netflix, they whack them all on at the same time after time, don't they, as well? But I 100% will watch them. Yeah, I want to watch those. Richard said, Mike, you see the new Halloween Kills was complete horseshit. I've not seen that either. I've not seen that. But we'll give that a go. We'll give that a go as well. But yeah, the one with the Last of Us 2, though, that's more of a there was characters in it people didn't like, rather than, and that for them that sort of spoiled it because they couldn't get over this character. Whereas some of the other things, I can't remember what they were. Let me see if I can find this image because it was quite funny. I might be able to find it again. And I'll tell you which ones I was going on about. Which was it was Game of Thrones. That was it. So yeah, all of the things that have been ruined, and yeah, and the new one. So it was Game of Thrones, the Star Wars films, The Last of Us 2, the new Star Wars films. I mean, like the 3 new ones. Yeah, and then the next door was going to be The Matrix. Right, Steve. But it might be a load of shit. I don't know, but I'll give it a go. I'll definitely give The Matrix a go. The Witcher, Halloween, and see. Yeah. But as I was saying, with The Last of Us 2, though, it's actually genuinely a fucking excellent game. And story. It's just some people couldn't get over one little bit, and now they cry about it. Because it's unbelievable. Because I wanted to share my video yesterday, on The Last of Us 2 Reddit. But I know there'd be no point. Because, as I say, for a start, I'm dressed as the main character who everyone hates. Who isn't a baddie or nothing. They just hate her for one little thing that happened in the game. Yeah. Weird as fuck. She's the best character, isn't it? So anyway, what have you lot got to talk about? Don't keep me talking. Don't let me talk constantly. Don't get many on in the day, do we? Turns out there ain't as many DOS as I thought. Outdoors Addictions, right, mate? Good to see you on. That must be early where you are, isn't it? What's that? That must be... Oh, no, I suppose it's... What is it, about lunchtime where you are? Or just... Oh, no, I suppose it could be earlier than that, couldn't it? Outdoors Addiction. I'm not sure whether you're East Coast, West Coast. I think you're West Coast, actually. So you may be about, yeah. Is it about 8 in the morning where you are? Yeah, morning, mate. Little Piggy said, I never made it through Matrix 3. I'm going to try and watch. I'm not going to watch any more Matrix films. I really like the Matrix films. I was 10 a.m. 10 a.m. I get you. It's about 6 hours difference. Yeah, it's actually it's just coming up to 4 p.m. where I am. Yeah, it's a bit bored, and I've got access to a whole month's worth of StreamYard, so I could play these videos all day if I wanted to.
Yeah. Look at that, it just knocked the dirt off.
So one good thing, it seems to be too early for the trials. Exactly, yeah. They're all either at school or actually it wouldn't even be at school, would they? They're all either at school or asleep, maybe, I don't know, or maybe at work. But yeah, exactly. Oh, I'll tell you one good thing you can finally fucking do. You can now click on. So anyone, if you ever want to check whether you think someone's a bit suspicious, sorry, fucking hiccups. If you ever think a viewer in the thing is a bit suspicious or maybe not, you get imitation channels, you can now click the 3 little dots again and do go to channel. And it will open the channel up in another tab, and then you can go to the best thing to do is go to about, and then you'll often see that the channel was made about 2 days ago. But yeah, I don't know why they got rid of that feature. I'm so glad they brought that back, because it made modding so much fucking easier. Just being able to click a channel, if they seemed a bit dodgy, click a channel. You see that they've been on for about a day. Chances are that's probably a channel that's been blocked before. That's why it's a fucking day old. Or, as I say, there's a lot of imitation channels at the minute where people are coming on imitating other people, and you can't fucking tell. And you can't click the channel to go to it while you're live streaming. So, yeah. Outdoors Addictions, what are you up to today? You going out, or I don't know, what day is it? It's Thursday, isn't it? Probably go to work, isn't you? As I say, you're going out fishing today. Shouldn't have that just before I came on. I got fucking acid reflux fucking coming out, making my throat funny, burping. As I just checked, it doesn't work for me. No. It should go to someone else. Try it. So click the 3 little dots, and at the top it should say go to channel, unless it's only on PCs. Let me try on my phone. It might only be on a P. What you on, Zed? What you on? It might be a PC only thing. But no, because I'll tell you how because I've been on other people's channels trying it, on other people's streams. Unless it is just a mod thing, I don't know. But I'll try it now. I'm going to open it up on my phone so it works on the phone. Zach Attacks, how you doing, mate? Outdoors Addiction said, Josh got out of work, did 12 hours. Oh, you work sort of nights then, do you? Oh, bloody hell. Are you on a PC? That's strange, Zed. That's strange. Could someone else try that for me, just so we can see if it works for you? So go to any channel, click the 3 little dots, and see if it comes up with go to channel. Yeah, that's strange. Little bit on a laptop, and if I click the dots, it gets report and block, nothing else. Maybe it is only a moderator thing then. That's annoying. Fuck's the point of bringing that back and then having it only a moderator fucking feature? It's weird, isn't it? Did you try a different channel as well? Oh, well, at least I can do it. At least I can do it. That's good enough for me. But no, it's a handy feature. I think that's a great feature. What the fuck is this doing? Cheers, Rich. You beat me to it. I'm going to see what it does on my phone. You may get a bit of feedback in a minute. I don't know. Well, that's weird. Maybe it is only a mod. Rich, can you do it? Can you do it if you click the 3 dots? You go to channel, pin message. I know these are some things that I would have extra anyway, but that's weird. Unless, because I say it might be a moderator. No. Saying that, no, it does work. That's strange. Because I've done it on, right, I'm going to go to a completely different channel that I'm not subscribed to and I'm not modding on, right? Hang on. Let me get a recent live video up. Right, that one's 7 hours long. Right, let me just check this out a minute. I'm curious just why that don't work. No, yeah, don't actually. Yeah, maybe it's a moderator only thing then. Well, that's a shame. They should have brought that out for everyone. Yeah, if I go to someone else's live stream, click the 3 dots, that I'm not a mod and I'm not a thingy on, it says, yeah, just report and block. That's a shame. Because that's a good feature. It's a good feature for other people to be able to check. You know, if it's a new channel, impersonate someone, because you lot could click it then and tell me. You know what I mean? Well. Thank you for letting me know. Outdoors Addiction and Litter Picker and Rich and Zed and everyone else who tried it for me. Cheers. Rich, I just clicked on the name and I can block, hide, report, view channel. Sing, how you doing, mate? You right? Object History, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you on. He said, Harold, I'm in the office by myself because of COVID, so I can hang for a bit, at least to my next meeting. Nice one. Yeah, how are you? How's all your stuff coming on? Are you still doing your next? I can't remember what you said your next weapon book was. Did you? I know you said you was doing another weapon book, weren't you? When you funded it from the other stuff you're doing. It's a bit quiet, so if anyone wants to have like a long conversation, you can. Yeah, I just thought I'd jump on. You can see it's gradually turning to dark now. If you came on earlier when I started, which was about half an hour ago, it was a bit brighter than that. Oh, unusual weapons from Roundup. Now that will be good. Have you seen that one yet? I know you love this kind of stuff. There is a making of currently on YouTube, but I know this is right up your street. Richard said, Mike, can mods still time out the host from the stream? Can I try? I would have to write first. Yeah, you can. Yeah, because that's not going to affect me, is it? All right, take that, Rich. See if you can time out the host on their own live stream. Fuck's sake, you imagine if you can. Yes, so, and I will test this out eventually as well. It's just I've got my injured side still, so I have to watch out a little bit at the minute. But yeah, I'm going to make a load of the Last of Us 2 weapons. I may even do the second one of these. There's another one of these with bloody blades sticking out of it. Object History. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but I definitely noticed it in my feed, and I'm excited to see the making of. Thank you, mate. Yeah, you'll get to see on that video. You'll get to see some nice HD pictures, and all that, and the making of it. It's quite simple, really. Think so. The Sky weapon you made is very well made. Thank you, mate. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. It'd be good to test it. But yes, as a couple of people have said, including Matt, there looks a bit kinky. See, it's the flatness of it. Although I would not want to get smacked on the ass with that. There's always one, or in this case two, which is Matt and Iron Man. Put that back. But yeah, that will get tested. So what I'm going to do is... Hello, Matt, by the way. You're right, mate. I'm going to make the rest of them, because there's quite a few there's quite a few The Last of Us 2 weapons I'm making. Some of them I won't bother doing videos of because some of them are just literally a piece of wood that I just have to scuff up the ends, stuff like that. Once I make them all, I will I'll do a video of them all, and then I'll do another video testing them all. Matt said, "Do you have a name for that kinky looking thing?" No. Yeah, Zed's. Did Zed think of one? Oh, the people tenderize. At the minute, it's just the Scar Club, because in the game, it's the Scars who use it. Each to their own. John Sabu, right, mate? Little Picker said that thing looks like a cross between a spank paddle and a steak tenderizer. You should get a test it on. Zombus, of course. You know, who else would I test it on? Zombus one always gets tested on. So I ain't got no videos of Zombut on here. Oh, John Sabu, did you get that link I sent you on Facebook? I sent you a link to the actual dye I used to do that. Sexy sadist. You lot can come up with as many names as you want, but I probably will not use them. If I'm honest. Rachel said, I'm sure Zombut has been naughty, so he could do with spanking. Yeah, and that's why I never gave Zombut any legs or an ass, so that issue never ever came up. There's a reason I stopped him at his torso. I know if I did that, there'd be, you know, some things would never have to be an issue. Yeah, Zombut stops at the waist. Thank fuck. Don't want to test dummy that's got a bloody legs and ass and all that. It seems wrong. Richard said, you could do a video for your OnlyFans, so you need to buy a silicone ass for Zombut. Oh, Christ's sake. Where's this? Who started this bloody topic? Richard's getting tired out now. But yes, I do see it does have a little bit of a paddle look to it, don't it? So yeah, I don't know what the next one will be. I think I'll make there's like a pipe version. Not version, but a pipe weapon. I ain't got no pictures of them. I don't think the case shows any of them. Little Pixar, can you really buy silicone asses? Asking for a friend. I never, just because I read it out, don't mean I'd fucking know, does it? I just read these things out. I don't bloody know. But a bit like that rule, whatever it is, rule, whatever, if you can think of it, it probably exists. So, I know it's if you can think of it, porn exists of it or whatever. But yes, if you can think of it, it probably exists. Kenny said, need to go. Apparently, delivery driver left my packet at the local shop. Catch all that. See you later, Kenny. See you later, mate. Need to good night then. Yeah, I'm only going to be on for another 20 minutes because I've got to start cooking the dinner soon. And I don't know what I'm doing. So, yeah, I might be able to start a little bit later than that if I cook something quick. But I'll let you know about past. I probably won't keep this going too long anyway because if they become too long, no one re-watches them. Jumbo Sabo said, had a headache, top of my spine for 4 days now. Never suffered of headaches. Must be the way I slept. It's literally a pain in the neck. Is that a joke or are you? But yes, I can't tell now because he wrote lol at the end. Well, I hope your neck and your head gets better. If that wasn't a joke. Singh said the model called Chloe Love died a couple of days ago. Yeah, you know what? Funny thing is, I have to always say this. The channel called Your Mother, because that would sound terrible if I said, your mother told me that. The channel called Your Mother told me about that the other day. Yeah, because I think he was a bit of a fan of hers. And then I looked her up, and I did actually know who it was. Yeah. She killed herself, didn't she? I don't actually know, though. That's a shame, isn't it? Jumbo Sabo said, Mike, how long does it take to do a few pot noodles and butter some bread. Fuck that. I wouldn't have that shit for my dinner. Jump set boot. No, Mike. I had the headache 4 days now, top of my spine. Because you wrote lol at the end, I thought you was doing some terrible joke about pain in the neck. You never know, you lot. Your bloody jokes. Yeah, do you know what? I keep getting headache, neck, like headaches, but it's always on just one side. This side, and I think mine is how I sit. I sit weird because I only get it when I'm on the computer. I ain't had it for ages because I've not been. When it was Christmas, I deliberately didn't spend loads of time on the computer. In fact, a lot of time I didn't even turn it on. I'll be better off doing that most of the time, to be honest. I have a habit of, first thing I do, turn the fucking computer on and spend all day on it. But doing nothing, where I could just leave it off and do nothing, really. But yeah, inside of my neck. I was getting it earlier, but then it went. I must have moved. I was sitting, I don't know. So let me have a think about future videos, like in the next couple of days. I'm probably going to do a crossbow video soon. Maybe another one on the little Dracon. That deserves a couple more videos. Because although I did that first impressions unboxing video, that wasn't like a proper review. I might do a proper review of that soon. Tell you what I like about it, don't like about it, and all that. And it'll just be all the normal stuff that would come anyway. Jumbo Sep, that's my problem. Can't keep off the porn. The penultimate ninja, how are you? Right, mate? And he said, what do you think will happen about crossbows? I hear they are talking about taking a look at the law, maybe restricting them somehow. Yeah, I'm not sure. I was discussing this on my Twitch stream last night, I think. Not last night, night before, because I wasn't on last night. I don't know. Hopefully they'll just do something where you have to register them. You know, that's wishful thinking on my part. I don't know. It's gonna, because there must be hundreds of thousands of crossbows out there. You know, nearly everyone I know who's got a crossbow has got multiple crossbows as well. Don't just have one. I don't know. I don't know how they'd fucking enforce it. In my sort of dream scenario, it will just be that every time you buy a crossbow, you have to register it, like properly register it. So a bit like a licensing thing, but just so they know who's got crossbows and how many you've got. That's what I would do if I was government. A bit like what they was doing with. There was a point, and I don't know if it ever went through, but at one point they was going to do, and it did happen, but I don't know if you have to do it now. Now we've left Europe, but at one point you had to register when you bought a new deactivated, when you bought a new deac gun, it had to be registered with the Home Office. Now, do that with crossbows, you know, that'd be acceptable. But you know, if I had to buy a cabinet to put my crossbows in, it would have to come out to that wall and then out to about there. It'd be fucking massive. It'd be about 5 foot by 8 foot to fit my crossbows in. If I had to put them in a fucking safe, fucking ridiculous. It's bad enough that I have to put half my shit in that thing, which is about fucking 4 foot by 2.5 foot by 1.5 feet, big as a fucking filing cabinet laid down. Dad said they didn't bother doing anything after someone used one for murder, so hopefully they won't bother doing anything. Well, that's what I did hope that as well, Zed, because after that bloke killed that man and tried to kill the bloke's wife, they pretty much said, "Nah, not doing anything," didn't they? It's only till some twat went on to fucking Windsor Castle grounds with one that they said they're going to do something. So hopefully they don't. Matt said, question for you all, decent UK-based supplier of 1 inch by 30 grinder belts. Need a full range. I couldn't tell you anywhere to get decent ones, sadly, mate. Richard might be able to help you there. I buy all mine off eBay and they're cheap as fuck, in all honesty. I don't even know, if they're any good. They seem okay. I'll get mine off eBay though in like selections. Jumbo Salvo said, I'll be happy if they do a buyback scheme for crossbows. 10k crossbow will do me. And you know what they'll do, though, don't you? These old pistols, they'll probably give you £5 for. That stuff, they'll probably give you £50 for. Even though, you know, like that Dracon's £240. I bet they'd say, yeah, £50. But we'll give you £25 a piece for the sling swivels. Which actually really happened. Richard said, also, everywhere in the UK seems to be sold out of affordable crossbows most of the time. That's what I mean. You imagine how many crossbows there must be out there. But, yeah, I don't know what they're going to do, but hopefully, I don't know. See, I think even if they'd done a license thing, they might be funny about the amount of crossbows I've got. Because I know my cousin Ben, who's got shotgun license and firearms license, he's only got about 4 guns. And he says even now he gets moaned at by the police and license in place every time if he wants another gun, they say, well, no, you've got too many already. So, you know, I know a lot of people who have got a lot of crossbows, put it that way. The penultimate ninja said, yeah, that's why I had to turn in my Brocock air revolvers. Wasn't allowed to install a safe in my flat. So I couldn't meet the storage requirements. Lost about £2 worth of kit. Yeah, they was expensive guns they were, weren't they? No Brococks. That said, the difference is you can't really leave a crossbow loaded for days, weeks on end. So hopefully they won't bring the safe in. I think being made to put a crossbow in a safe is fucking absolutely ridiculous. Because, you know, that's why I struggle to even store my crossbows, because they're so fucking bulky and big. Yeah, I don't know. See, the thing is, we just don't know, do we? I hope to God they don't. Just do maybe a licensing thing or a registering thing. But making you put them in a safe is a ridiculous thing. Richard, not in the UK. Combat abrasives, longest lasting I've used. Thank you, Richard. Appreciate that, mate. And the other Richard says, sorry, I just buy mine off eBay as well, and I use 72 by 2-inch belts. Those the blue belts. Yeah, sadly, I can't really help you either, mate, because I buy all mine cheap off of eBay. But I've just got one of them small little grinders, and they do the thing is they're cheap enough that they last long enough that they're still worth it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So they're cheap, but they're cheap enough, and they last long enough that it makes it economical still. So he said, if they restrict crossbows, what about bows? Basically the same. Don't think anything will happen. Yeah, I've got a feeling they might just say, no, I think it's exactly object history. He said in a safe. Insane if it happens. You imagine, I think I've got 22 crossbows. I can't even fit them in this room hardly. Let alone in the safe. Because you can't be expected to take the string off them either. With a compound, you can't. Compound, you can't take the string off either. So they can't say, oh, well, just take the prod off, take the string off. That's not actually an option with some crossbows. Yeah, I'll struggle to store crossbows like how I am anyway. Let alone if I had to start putting them in. I'd have to get rid of some of them, sadly. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen at the minute. Hopefully nothing. Hopefully they might look into it and think it's just too ridiculous to do, and just do something simple like make you register them, which I think is perfectly acceptable, really. Yeah, I suppose it is good to know who's got them, but yeah. Jumbo Sabo said, I have a chain running through the triggers on my crossbow. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes total sense. Funny, I'm going to start doing that eventually, Reeks. I just need to buy the chain. Because at least then they are sort of chained up, aren't they? But yeah. I ain't got a clue what they're going to do. With the UK sort of government, you can never really predict what they're going to do, because they can surprise you sometimes and just say, no, how it is acceptable. And other times they'll go absolutely mental. If they're trying to prove a point or something, go absolutely mental and ban them outright. No one can have them. and then want to give you hardly any money for the buyback schemes. As I said, to be honest, a sling bow would be a better weapon for naughty people to get up to mischief with. They're a lot easier to carry around for a start. You could hide them easy. Oh, exactly. Yeah, I wonder. See, this is the thing I always thought I would do. This is what I was trying to say last time, but I went down the wrong way slightly. So I would be tempted, if they banned crossbows, to take all the prods off and turn them into sling bows. But the issue is a crossbow similar to like a shotgun in where pretty much every part of a shotgun, apart from maybe that front stock, is still classed as a firearm. So the barrel is still, if you had the barrel of a shotgun, you could still get done for having a shotgun, and you didn't have a license. And if you have the stock, it still classes a shotgun because it's got the trigger mechanism built into the stock. Just having that bit can still get you, prison time, even though it's not got a barrel on it, because it's still part of the gun. Now, would a crossbow with the prod off of it, would the rest of the crossbow, the stock and the trigger mechanism, would that still be classed as a crossbow, or would that be banned? You know what I mean? I got a feeling it might be. If in the case of like a shotgun, the stock still has it all, and a bit like one of these, the sort of stock and all that and the handle is all inbuilt with the trigger mechanism in it, if that makes sense. That's why you can't just buy the sort of receiver to one of those, because it's still classed as a firearm. That's what I was trying to get at last time when I was saying about stocks, but I made the mistake of saying stock, and people, I think, thought I meant like if you took an air rifle apart, the stock on an air rifle is literally just the wooden part. It's got no parts of the firing mechanism on it. Whereas something like a shotgun does, that still has built into that stock, has the trigger mechanism, the firing mechanism still on it. So that's still classed to the police as a shotgun, even if you didn't have the barrel on it. Where am I? Singh said security at Windsor Castle must be shit. Can't really conceal a crossbow. Well, exactly. I have heard though what really happened, because they make it sound like that bloke stepped into Windsor Castle, actually into Windsor Castle. I think he pretty much like walked through a bush and put his foot down on a bit of Windsor Castle grass. Really, I think that's what really happened. I don't think he was actually in Windsor Castle, if that makes sense. But they make it sound like he was actually in Windsor Castle, in the castle. I may be wrong about that, but I think, yeah, it's just, but they still must be pretty fucking shit. Richard, all like the Manchester police do and get companies to report who buys the crossbows, give the police their address. Yeah, that's terrible that they do that with knives. The penultimate ninja said they would probably just word the law to include sling bows. Potentially, yeah. I don't know. It's an interesting thing that I don't think you'd ever find out. But yeah, do you know what I mean though? Because if you took the prod off a crossbow, the problem is it's still got the firing mechanism on it, essentially. So is all of the rest of that still a crossbow? Yeah. I suppose you'd have to read the wording as well, because if they ban them, they may do that thing where they go really, really, really specific and say a crossbow is, a stock with a trigger mechanism on it with a bow or prod or limbs on it. You know what I mean? And then by being very specific, all you've got to do is take their limbs off to make it not a crossbow anymore. A bit like with the zombie knives thing. They're so specific with the zombie knives thing. All you have to do is take the wording off the blade and it's not a zombie knife anymore. So there's things you can get around it, luckily. You're right, John. Yeah, I just thought I'd come on. I'm only going to be on I might stay on for about another 10 minutes. But yeah, I was a bit bored and I got a bit of free time, and I've got I've paid for a whole month's worth of StreamYard, so I might as well use it, although I haven't been playing many clips. That said, anyway, I don't care. I don't own any of the things. There you go, exactly. Neither do I. That's just a hologram, and that's just a banner. Zed said, as long as they don't put ninja in front of the word crossbow, they may not be too bothered. Exactly. But you never know. They might just say, well, we've looked into it and we can't really see much more we can do. You just don't never know. They might just leave it. They might just give it 6 months, hope people forget about it and never mention it again. I doubt it, because that woman, and I don't blame that woman whose husband was killed and the bloke tried to kill her for wanting them banned. I don't blame her. I understand her mentality. I don't necessarily agree with it. But I can understand where she's coming from. John, I had to check that was really you for a second there. You're not seen this yet? Or have you? No, you've seen it. Yes, you have. Yes, sexy powder. It was that. No, it was them. I thought you. Yes, because they were saying it looks a bit spanky. Where are we? Jumbo Sabo said the zombie knife description is purposely ambiguous to make most knives fall under the description. Brief fire, how you doing, mate? Zing said, all you need now is some gangster rappers to wave about a crossbow in the music video. Yes, yeah, you imagine. Start mentioning Anglo Arms or whatever it is. Yeah, Anglo Arms. Not Anglo Arms. No, it is Anglo Arms, just crossbows, isn't it? Yeah. Or whatever it is. Nita Picker said there was a time when every man under 40 was required by law to own a bow and arrows, practice with them. If they banned them and then the French invade, we'd have to fight them with our spocks. Exactly. You imagine that. Matt said, just got through set of 3 Norton Blaze belts. Scary aggressive. Good for hogging through loads of materials. Would just like to support a British manufacturer instead of Chinese sweatshops and eBay. Yeah, sadly, mate, I can't really help you. I'm the same. I just I'll get them cheap off eBay because I ain't got a lot of money. So I said, the thing is you can hide a crossbow on you. The thing is you can't hide a crossbow on your person. I'm surprised the plod didn't get him for having an offensive weapon. Before he even got near the place. Well, exactly. Because that's not, I know it's one of those he had, and I know that's reasonably compact, but it's still fucking big. It's not a lot bigger than any gun. Any gun. It's still that fucking wide. But it's the usual. Instead of blaming poor security and poor police and all that shit, blame the fucking innocent collectors and fuck them over instead. Because it's, it's just a fucking... Oh, I was going to say something very, very offensive then, but, basically someone with a mental illness, probably shouldn't be wandering around the streets any fucking way and should have been monitored. Because it's the same old shit. Blame it on the crossbow instead of the fucking nutters. That's Matt said, kids home from school, I'm out. Cheers all, stay safe, stay legal, and at least quiet. See you later, Matt. See you later. You heard my alarm going off. That was to start cooking dinner, but I might leave it a bit. I'll just cook something quick anyway. I'll stay on for another 15 minutes. Right, Dimsabu just deleted his comment. So if you've seen these for sale on Prepper's shop or anywhere, if you can get them for £5 or £8, they're actually worth it. But don't expect nothing more than the old bulbs. It's the old style bulbs still. So they're not very powerful. But they're all right for £5 for a bit of cosplay kind of stuff, or get for the kids or something. Or just a bit of nostalgia. And they've even come with the fucking batteries and the lenses. Jumble Shabu said, got a chance to buy a deactivated Law M72 rocket launcher for, well, that says nothing off of a mate. I think that's cheap. That says £0. I think Peach has got one. Zed said, to be honest, he could have had an RPG with him and he wouldn't have been spotted until he stepped into the place, going by the security and awareness of the local plot. Exactly. Thank you for joining in Object History. Take care, mate. Have a good meeting. See you later. See you in the next one. See you later, mate. 50 quid, that's very good, Riggs. Alan said, currently working on a 911 size 3D printed bolt shooting pistol. Ah, nice. Nice one. Yeah, that sounds excellent. Yeah, you can make some. What would that be? Would that be elastic powered or like prod powered, limb powered? Anyone watching this, don't forget to go watch the video where I make this. Right? If you're into your S&M, there's a video. It's the one before this, all right? Or if you're into computer games, Last of Us 2, that's where that's from. Or if you're just into weapons, go watch it. Ah, Black Rubber, nice. So yeah, there won't be a video on later. Thank you, John. When I said I realised, I remember you commented. Yeah. Oh, and John, I will join in on the new your new weapon contest video. I just can't promise when, but it won't be too long. It won't be ages. There's another way you can make them. Because I made mine out of a solid piece of wood. Peachinat made his out of a pickaxe handle. He bought a pickaxe and just whittled that down. But because I didn't want to buy anything, I used a bit of scrap wood. But John, you could probably find multiple different ways to make it. Make the initial club. Bit of wood. The end of a baseball bat would probably work quite well. If you got a baseball bat, cut the majority of the top bit off. Would probably work as well. John Bull Sabu says a novelty arse scratch might. I probably would be. Yeah, not that my arse is that high, but it might be a good back scratcher actually. Never thought about that. Zed says Sprav did a 1911 size rubber bolt chucker. It was of course lethal. Well, according to him anyway. I'll be honest with you, Zed, a lot of his shit's copied off other people as well. But even when he claims he made them, some fucker else actually really made it. But yes, you're right, yeah. All £20 thrower of it. Matt, how you doing, mate? You right? And he said, how are you? Drunk stream other morning was funny. Yeah, good, wasn't it? From what I can remember of it. Yeah, it's very good. But the penultimate ninja said there's a video on YouTube called router jig for octagonal table legs. I built one because it's perfect for making tapered octagonal nunchucks. Maybe something you'd be interested. I'll look into that. Because funny thing is, what you've just mentioned, I did want to make something similar, as in an octagonal shafted weapon, but to make a tetsubo or whatever it's called. But I would probably just get a square bit and just shave it off myself because I ain't got a router. But yes, good idea there. Don said, I'll go to Home Depot and get the wood. Yeah, there's loads of different wood ideas you can do. You don't need to follow mine. Like Peach's one was a little bit simpler because he just whittled down a pickaxe handle. Richard said, what's John's weapon build challenge? It's his second one, but it's basically to make any homemade weapon. You can even show something you made before, and then he will judge it for. He's got quite a few sort of things he'll judge it for, like 50 different things. He'll judge it out of these things, and then whoever the winner is gets like a shout out on that. And I won the first one. You know when I made the cestus. Anna said 2 loops of black super connected. No, upper connected via paracord. Check his video out, Rich. Check his video out. So just look, if you just search John Freethink, that'll come up for you. Matt said, you're taking part in Veganuary, Mike. No, I've already been eating plenty of meat, mate. I don't take part in none of those things. Even if I just happen to, I sometimes accidentally grow a beard during November or whatever. Actually, that's moustaches, isn't it? Sometimes I won't drink all of whatever. It's never intentional. Metallic Reality said, I have to go. My grandson is here. All his mum's at an appointment. Gonna get me a cuddle and a cuppa. Thanks for keeping me company. Thank you for being on, Metallic Reality. Take care. Yeah, have a nice cuppa and all that. I'm gonna have to start cooking the dinner soon. See you later. Where was I? Ninja said I can make straight octagonal and tapered ones. The problem with planing the corners off square stock is the oak is really fucking hard. Oh, no, that makes sense. That makes sense, mate. That does make sense. Yeah. Yeah. Now, using a router for it would probably make an absolutely lovely, yeah, as you say, a nice bit of hardwood as well. Dad said, I started to do veganuary, but I got it wrong. I thought it said you could only eat vegans. I suppose. I suppose you have to get rid of the leftovers now. Matt said, my tea's ready. Out the oven in 20 minutes, Mike. I think I might watch the new Matrix film. John said, just look at the newest video on my channel. You can't miss it. Actually, I can do go to channel. So hang on, that save us a bit of time. Yeah, I'll just put a link on. Now I can do go to channel. I can copy a link really fucking easily. This is John's channel. I forget you can do that. Yeah, that makes getting people's channels up so much fucking easier. If I didn't swear so much and we didn't have some sort of adult themed comment, people could probably sit here watch this with their kids. But even my brother can't watch it with my niece and nephew because of swear too much. Well, it's all right if you don't care about your kids swearing, but you don't want your 6-year-old get to school and saying fuck in front of the teacher, do you? I don't know what I'm going to cook for dinner though, but it'll be something reasonably quick now. There's nothing you can't cook in half an hour anyway. But I'll still be on for a bit. I'll be on for another 6 minutes. And better go off. So tomorrow, I'll live stream tomorrow and Saturday. I might go in the shed tomorrow. If I'm in the mood. And you just go over there. Yeah, John's got some great stuff on his channel. If you like weapon-based stuff, it's well worth going to check out John's channel. Yeah, luckily they've done the thing where you can. Cause what I used to have to do when they took away the ability to just click someone's channel on the live chat, I would have to go on to Google, open a new tab, go to Google, go to YouTube, search a channel. Now I can actually just click the 3 dots and just do go to channel. Brief fire, did anyone know what's happening with the crossbows? No, we don't. Funny thing is, Brief fire, we were talking about that a bit earlier if you weren't on. No, we're not sure at the minute. Nothing's been mentioned. So, because collectively, us lot know these things quite early on a lot of the time. Reeks often finds out a lot of stuff very early. Well, I say earlier than anyone that you'll see on YouTube doing videos. I know English Shooting did a video on the crossbow stuff. I probably could have preempted his video by about 2 or 3 days, but I just, because it's Christmas, I didn't want to make everyone fucking depressed, basically. Because a lot of them probably don't care on there anyway, because they're shooters, they firearms people. Whereas, it's a bit like how all of the other channels, I didn't see a single big channel ever mention properly the offensive weapons laws because they didn't care. Because I think the only one who ever mentioned it was Shola Galatoria, and he only mentioned it because it might have affected his swords. So a lot of them don't care if it's not really concerning them, whereas I'll whack it out anyway because I think people should know about these things. But I didn't bother with the crossbow stuff because it was Christmas and I just didn't want to be depressed, basically. But as soon as I find out, I'll let people know if there's ever anything comes up a bit. But hopefully they should just say it's pointless, because I could sort of understand with the offensive weapons. I mean, I knew as soon as they said they was doing it, they was going to do it because it was already stuff you technically shouldn't have in this country anyway. So it's a bit different. Said you doing bunches of micro meals? Oh, fuck's sake! Yeah, it's that or pot noodles, couldn't you lot? No, I'll turn the oven on at 1:45, so that's nicely heated up by 5 o'clock. And then that gives me half an hour to cook something in the oven. There you go. That's how to cook. Brave Fire said, yeah, the licensing thing, if it happens, won't work. The amount of people legally owning them would be hundreds of thousands. Nearly everyone I know who's got crossbows don't have just one. They've got multiple, especially if you're a bit of a collector, because you collect all of the sort of, yeah, nearly everyone I know has got multiple crossbows. And there'll be more, I bet there's probably more crossbows out there than there are shotguns. Because you'll be surprised how many shotguns there are in this country. I read in my county and the two counties next to it, there's over 100,000 licensed shotgun owners. That doesn't mean they've got one either. Each of them people may have two or three. So that's 300,000 shotgun licensed people in just 3 counties of Britain or England. There must be fucking loads and loads of shotguns in this country. Anyway, I bet there's the same amount or more of crossbows, probably. Keith, how are you? You right, mate? You got 5. That's what I mean. Keith, I've got 20 fucking 2, I think. I've got 22 crossbows. Yeah, nearly everyone I know who collects crossbows, or not collects crossbows, who's got a crossbow, has multiple. Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, you can shoot most things in Keith. In the UK, you can shoot most things. It's just it's harder to, you need licenses to own the guns, but you can shoot most things, even up to sort of 50 BMG. No, not oven ready meals either. Shut it, Zed. You're not doing down my fucking cooking skills. I'm just so good I can cook a proper meal in half an hour. Penultimate Ninjas, unfortunately, licensing doesn't work in the end. There'll be loads of people who just kept them illegally. But the licensing really kicks in for those when people die, their relatives find the boat. Oh, exactly. Matt said, I hear shotguns all the time walking down here in Cornwall. You do round here. You're always hearing shotguns around here. The penultimate ninja said, it only takes one generation. That's what happened with guns. Exactly. Give said, Chiappa Little Badger. Have you seen one? I don't think so. Let me Google that. I have seen that. Yes, actually, yeah. But I didn't know that's what that was called. I have seen those. Yeah, very cool little survival rifle, isn't it? Yeah, I like them kind of things. In fact, actually, you saying that, Keith, look up on my channel survival crossbow, and I made a survival crossbow sort of based on that gun. You'll see you'll see the resemblances on my channel. Look up. There's a couple of survival crossbows, but you'll see one, and you'll see where I sort of got some ideas from for that. If that's the one again, let me look again. Yeah, if you look up actually, it's not that one, but it's a similar one. If you look up survival rifles, I got a couple of ideas for my survival crossbow from survival rifles. Yeah, 17 Rich, that's what I mean. Brave Fire said, I can see why families have wanted them banned in the past. But you can't ban or license a piece of archery equipment because one person does. Exactly, I agree with you totally, that whole sentence, mate. You can understand it, can't you? But it doesn't work. You should be looking more into people's mental health and how the police are monitored. So that bloke who killed someone with a crossbow recently, again, he was a fucking nutter who the police and something like social services or something should have been keeping an eye on. That's the real issue. It's not the fucking crossbow, but then we all know this. It's lack of resources of people being monitored. Because every single time it's someone shooting someone with a crossbow or something, it's a fucking nutter or some kind of drug deal type thing or gangster type thing. Not just a normal bloke who just, there's always some nutterishness or criminal background to them, if that makes sense. And they could have been watched and monitored. But they just don't. Little Pig said, Google, according to most recent figures for England and Wales, there are shotgun certificates which cover 1.4 million shotguns. That's what I mean. It's fucking shitloads. People think we don't have guns over here. There's 1.4 million shotguns in this country. certified ones. John said, all right, Mike, I'm going to head out. So see you maybe next stream or next build video. I hope your injury gets better and you can start to test work. Good luck on the next build. Thank you, John. Take care, mate. See you next time. Uttred said they want to ban anything useful for basic humans. Exactly, mate. Very fast said, for overall, why didn't the Queen's Guard find him quicker? Shows that I've wrapped the screws. That's what we said, yeah, exactly. Well, Dan, how you doing, mate? Sorry I never got back to you in your email, Dan, or on Facebook, but I'm definitely going to send you your keyring thing. I've just been taking my time a bit, all right? But I did get your address and all that. Matt said, you can get airgun type shotgun. It's new out. Fires rubber balls meant for 100. Oh, yeah, the HDS. I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah. So that's probably at least double that amount. That how legal. Exactly. That's what I mean. It's a lot. It's a lot, really. Sorry, Utred, by the way, if I butchered your name as well. He said, just for a handful of marbles if you can't get a shotgun. They are. Or pocket sand will do. Pocket sand's just as good. Yeah, improving mental health services would be more efficient than trying to ban weapons, which can be 3D printed. It's very annoying. Every single time. There was a bloke recently who shot his own dad with a crossbow. Again, he was a fucking nutter. There was another case where a bloke shot his stepdad and his brother with a crossbow because he thought they was robbing his marijuana factory. Again, criminal based. It's always criminal based or nutters. So sort that shit out first, for you know. But that's not how it works, though. They don't do that. They just fucking ban it all. You can't have nothing. At least this country is not as bad as it used to be. I say country, so not this country. How some of these governments have worked, because it's not the country. Because we say country, we mean our government. I don't hate my country. I hate the fucking government though, or some of the things they do. You have to have a government, you have to have police, and you have to have all that. But if you think back to the days when they was banning films, video nasties, that you look back now and they're fucking laughable, some of the shit they banned. Imagine being told that you can't watch on fucking video and it's fucking, some of it's laughable. And we still do weird shit like that, though. We still ban, because they banned a load of one of the Home Secretaries, wherever it would have been, didn't like some stuff that they'd heard of in a porno. So in this country, and I'll stop in a minute because it's daytime. Porn stars in this country, women in porno in the UK, a woman is not allowed to sit on a man's face, and if they do, that's legal in a porno. Yeah, where would that even come from? Where did that even come from? You know, like, who watched something and thought that's degrading to women? How is that degrading to women? If anything, that's degrading to a man. And also, the man's doing it because he's enjoying it. It's fucking demented. Right, I'll stop there, seeing as we've gone along the porn tangent. But I just thought I'd mention that because I always find it really funny because it's laughable. It's just a laughable thing that got banned. Why would that need banning when it's a consensual thing just being filmed? So that's not allowed to be filmed in the UK anymore. Laughable. Right, I better go off anyway because it's longer than I said, and I've got to cook the dinner in a minute. Don't make me play Slingshot Warriors cooking video. So yeah, thank you for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. Don't forget you can support the channel really easily, and I'll play that video just as I go out. Right, here's how to support the channel quickly, and then I'll come back for like 1 minute. The link will be in the top of the description and in the chat. Cheers for watching, everyone. I'll be on properly tomorrow, 9:30 till late. Saturday 9:30 till late. Maybe do a late one Saturday night, but not drinking. And there'll be videos on, whenever, because I never do them like a regular day. You know what I mean? But thank you for watching, everyone. Appreciate it. See you later. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll be on Twitch later if you want to watch that. See you later.